Okay, this is section 7.1, page 467, multiplying and dividing rational expressions in Algebra 2. Okay, rational expressions, what are they? I mean, that's what we're going to be doing for the first several sections in here. It's rational, expressions. It's a ratio. I have two polynomials. And it should a ratio means fraction, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, means fraction. All right, well, we're going to start out by simplifying rational expressions. I want to show you one first. Okay, the directions will say simplify, and then it will say under what conditions is the expression undefined. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to do it first. So I want to look at this one. 5x times quantity x squared plus 4x plus 3. Got to do some reversing FOIL here. And then x minus 6 times the quantity x squared minus 9. Now, I'm going to actually have you do the directions backwards. I'm going to have you find the undefined terms first and then simplify. And there's a reason for that, okay? There's a reason for that. It's because if we don't, sometimes students forget to do it, okay? So we'll start with the top. Can anybody factor that as reverse FOIL?
Would be x and x.
3, yeah, and then plus 3 plus 1.
Plus 3 and plus 1, do you guys agree? Okay. Over x minus 6, and then how do you do x squared minus 9? That is what we call a difference of squares.
I don't know.
X minus 3.
Times?
X plus 3.
That is correct. They are opposites of each other. Does that make sense? So at this point, we should say what x cannot be, okay? I'm going to do it in the next step. It's going to be undefined terms. X cannot equal what? X cannot equal what? And x cannot equal what? I gave you a hint by telling you there's 3 of them.
Is 3 one of them?
3 is one of them.
6,
6,
1.
negative 3.
So all the bottom ones?
All the bottom ones.
Okay.
The denominator cannot be 0, right? So if we get 6 here, it makes this one 0. It doesn't matter what those two are because this one's 0. If it's 3 here, this makes this 0. It doesn't matter what these two are.
Yeah.
And if it's negative 3, it's 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can hack and slash. We don't cancel x, we cancel quantities. If there's an x out here, then I could cancel an f. If there was a 5 out here, then I could cancel a 5. But we can cancel this one and this one. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So our final answer is 5x over x plus 1 all over x minus 6 times the quantity x minus 3. And then this is our whole answer because I asked you to list all the undefined terms. Does that make sense? Okay. Let us do another one. Okay, would you take a look at that? We're going to factor the denominator. Reverse FOIL it. So on the top we have this. Josie, can you reverse FOIL that bottom for me, the bottom trinomial?
B of y, and then y, and then
one's negative?
The 3 would be.
Yep, okay. One of the things I want to give you a hint on is sometimes you can look at the top, and you know the author likes to cancel things, right? So you can look at the top and say, well, one of them might be y minus 3. Okay, so what can't y be then?
2, negative 3.
How about
Negative
-2
2, 3.
and 3? Because it has to be the opposite sign, -2 plus 3. But there's also this guy.
So 1.
No?
Negative 1.
What don't we want it to be?
Negative 1.
We don't want it to be 0.
Just
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
No, in order to be negative 1, it'd be y plus 1, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's what y cannot be, but then we hack and slash, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, this y can now cancel with this one because they're both outside. So on the top, I get 4 times y plus 4 over y plus 2. Did everybody see how the y's canceled?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's my answer. It should
Why do
be-
you still have the 3 if you cancel them?
Why I don't have this?
What 3?
Oh, because it's not how you end, it's how you begin. If it's undefined from the beginning, you can't factor it. You see what I'm saying? It's a great question. Did you all understand it? She said, if you cancel this, why do you need that? Because it's how you begin.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not defined, right? Great question. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so now we're going to multiply and divide. Now we're going to multiply and divide. Let's take a look at one more. This one throws people, so maybe I better do it. Parentheses 4w squared minus 3wy times the quantity w plus y over 3y minus 4w and 5w plus y. Okay? All right. It's interesting, but as we look here, neither one of these can be factored, can they? But this one can be, not in reverse flow, but we can pull out a GCF. All right?
Why?
So I'm gonna look at this, I'm gonna pull out a W and just a W, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But watch what happens, I get 4W minus 3Y. Tell me the difference between this and this, because I wanna cancel, right?
The 4 is
The-
negative on the top.
And the 3's negative 1.
Okay, so in other words, we have opposites going on, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how we deal with this? We pull out a negative W. That makes this negative and this plus. Do you see that? Now, is this the same as this?
Yes.
It doesn't look like it, but it is.
Do you just get rid of the squared?
That's why you
Yeah, because I pulled a W out.
Oh.
W.
Okay. I was.
Okay, yes,
Why do you make the 4 negative?
because I pulled out a negative W, and a negative times a negative is a positive, and then a negative times a positive is a negative.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, what I want to do is, so it looks just like that. Well, it doesn't really look like that, but it has the same value, right? W plus Y over 3Y minus 4W and W plus Y. Now, I'm not gonna ask you to do, the undefined terms here. Why? Why am I not gonna, what,
Because the
how many variables do I have?
2.
2. Did I have 2 variables in either of the other problems?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he just didn't add it.
You
So
forgot the
when we have
5.
this situation, we won't do that, okay? What's that?
You forgot the 5.
On the
I did.
denominator.
Thank you. Because that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if, now we cancel, this cancels with this, does everybody see that? So I have a negative W times the quantity W plus Y all over 5W plus Y. And those can't cancel, okay? And once again, I'm not asking you to do an undefined terms there, okay? All right, so how do you multiply fractions?
You flip it around and do the
No.
reciprocal.
That's division. How do you
Just
multiply
multiply
fractions?
across?
You multiply straight across. Can you cross cancel?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. And the only time you can cross cancel is when we're multiplying, correct? Okay, and now how do you divide fractions?
You change it to the reciprocal.
Okay, we multiply, the one you're dividing
Yeah.
by, we multiply by the reciprocal. And we cannot cross cancel until it turns into multiplication. You see what I'm saying? So if you have a division and they're across from you, you can't do it until you turn it into multiplication. Okay? All right. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at multiplying fractions and dividing. All right, we'll start with something like this. 6c over 5d times 15cd squared over 8a. Okay, now listen, you can multiply straight across, okay? But it's much easier, I think, to cross cancel before you do that. The only problem with cross canceling is you have to make sure that you understand what is left. So you gotta kind of be organized. I can cross cancel the 6 and the 8. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
As long as there's multiplication, I can cancel.
Okay.
All right, I can divide it both by 3 or 2, so I get 3 and 4. But you'll notice this C's down here, so we got to be careful not to forget that, right? Okay, I can also cross cancel the 5 and the 15. 5 divided both by 5, I get 3 and 5, or 3 and 1. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can cross cancel this D and this D, making this 1 and this D, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta find everything, okay? I have a 3 times 3, which is,
9.
and then I have a C times C, which is,
C squared.
and then I have a D over 4A. Don't forget the A.
Yeah.
And that should be simplified if I did it right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now division's a little wilder.
Just a little bit.
So we have 12x to the 4th, y squared over 40a to the 4th, b to the 4th, divided by 6x squared, y to the 4th, over 16a squared x. Y'all get that? Okay. Now, it is one of the biggest problems we have with all of this is copying it down, not missing something. This is the one we're gonna flip. We cannot, like, I cannot cross cancel this 12 and 16. Why? Because it's still in division, okay? So then I go 12x to the 4th, y squared over 40, a to the 4th, b to the 4th times 16, a squared x over 6x squared y to the 4th. You got it? And now we start
Yeah,
canceling.
we can do
Okay, now I can cancel this way and this way too. I just have to pass the imaginary bar that separates the numerators and the denominators. As long as I cross that, I can always cross cancel. Up and down or sideways. Alright? I can't
Not
cancel here and
horizontal.
here, but I can cancel this
Okay,
way
yeah.
and this way, and I can cancel this way and this way.
Yeah.
Has everybody got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 12 and 6. 6 goes into both those once and twice, right?
Yeah.
And then my 40 and 16 both have 8, I believe, that goes into it, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Yeah.
40's 5 and the other
Okay,
one's
this is
2.
5 and this is what?
2.
2, alright. Now I can cross cancel this x to the 4th with this x squared. This is 1. What's up here?
X squared.
X squared. I can cancel this y squared with this y to the 4th. This is 1. This is,
Y squared.
yeah, I'll make sure the bigger one always has some there, right? A to the 4th and a squared. This is 1. And this is a squared, correct?
Yes.
And then I cannot cancel the b and the x, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I gotta find everything. Now remember, these are all multiplied by each other. This isn't 21.
No.
Okay? This is 2 times 1, which is 2 times 2, which is 4 times 1, which is 4.
4.
We good?
Yeah.
And then I have x squared here, but I got an x here. So I have x to the
Third power.
third over 5 times 11 is,
No, 5 times 1.
1.
oh yes, see? How easy it is to do that. I did it, right? 5, sorry about that. I really did screw that up. A squared b to the fourth y squared, is that right?
Yeah.
Alright, and that's my final answer. You can always double check to see if there's anything else you can cross cancel or whatever. Okay? Alright, now the fun stuff. This was all easy stuff, right? What?
You skipped
Where's our
number
number
4. Yeah, you went straight from 3 to 5.
Oh goodness.
Just kind of threw me off.
Yeah, as a math teacher, that doesn't look good, does it?
No, neither does multiply 5 by 11.
Hey,
Just saying.
I know. Okay. So, write that out, if you would, please.
Okay.
Okay, one of the first things that happens is students will, well, I can cancel this x squared with that x squared. No. As long as they're separated by subtraction and addition, you cannot cancel because they're quantities, and that means that you have to add them and subtract them first. However, if you can break them up and get them into multiplication, then you can cross cancel. For example, this is all multiplication, so I can cross cancel. So what I do is I end up factoring everything. So here's what we're gonna do. Josie, you're gonna factor this. Maggie, you're gonna factor this. And Delaney, you're gonna factor that.
Yeah, can't
Okay.
take the x minus 8 one.
No, I got that.
That's not fair.
Oh, I got the easy one.
When you get yours, let me know.
X minus 8, x minus 8.
This one here?
Yep.
And you also, you remember you could look up there and maybe get a hint of what could be, all right? Factors of 6 that add up to 5.
4 and 1.
2 and 3.
4 and 1 do not multiply together.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
So what was it, Delaney?
2 and 3.
Yeah, Maggie, you're gonna have to quit helping her. All right, she doesn't get that on the test.
I really thought that was
it.
What do you got, Josie?
x plus 2 and x minus 8.
Okay, and then this is x minus 8, right? Okay, so what happens is, you ready? This x plus 2 cancels with this x plus 2. Okay, this x plus minus 8 cancels with this x minus 8. But watch this, look at this. Those two cancel. So what I get is 1 over, not 0, 1 over x plus 3. Not 0. Okay?
Oh, there's one in front.
Because anything divided by itself is 1, correct? Okay. We good? Okay. Number 8, we think?
Should be 7.
Yeah, I know. I should probably stop and renumber everything, but I'm kind of on a roll here. Okay, so now we have division, and division is we have to multiply by the reciprocal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we're going to do is flip the second one, right?
Yeah.
What did I say about flipping the second one? That I didn't do it?
Are you sure you're on a roll today?
Yeah, just fell off, didn't I? Okay, alright. You got this one, Delaney.
Okay.
Maggie, you got this one?
Okay.
You got that one? I'll take this one. Anybody got theirs?
Oh,
Y plus 3. Y minus 6.
Okay.
is mine y or x minus 8, x plus 8?
How about 4 and 4?
Gosh darn it.
But, yeah, you got that it's a difference of squares, but 4
Yeah.
times 4 is 16. What do you got, Josie?
X minus 4, x minus 8.
That are correct. Both of them are negative because that's positive, right?
Yeah.
Now it's hack and slash. Remember, I can't cross cancel the x's, right? I have to deliver this first. So this goes here, those two cancel. I can take a y and 3 and a y and 3 there. That doesn't look like I can cancel anything else, does it?
No.
So on the top I have x plus 4 times y minus 6. All over, don't forget that little 12 times x minus 8. I would have forgotten it. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
All right.
What's on the bottom one? 12 y plus what?
12 times quantity x minus 8.
No, she's looking at where you already crossed it
Down
out.
here,
Yeah.
this was y plus 3, canceled with y.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we have next is a complex fraction.
This isn't complex.
No. Complex fraction looks like this. I'm gonna have enough room. Okay, complex fraction looks like this. Okay. This is a complex fraction, so it has a fraction over a fraction. So the numerator is a fraction, the denominator is a fraction.
Fraction sandwich.
It's a fraction sandwich.
Shouldn't be funny, but it is.
So the way to do this is to change it to elementary. It's the only time I ever say, hey, change it to elementary. So you have x minus 2 quantity squared over 2 times x squared minus 5x plus 4 divided by, and when I say elementary, we're using that old symbol, right?
Old symbol?
This old symbol right here, okay? That elementary symbol. And I just think once you get it to there, we're right back, we're right here. You know, we're right here. And so now we know what to do. This is already factored for us, so we can do that. I'm gonna flip it first before I start factoring, is that all right?
Yeah.
Right? And now I can start factoring. Once I flip it, then I can start factoring. So this one, I like to write it as this, and then I can, you know, if I separate it, then I can, you know, cancel. Let's see, who's got this one?
Me.
Okay, Maggie, you got this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Delaney, you got this one, 4x
Which
minus
one?
10?
Okay.
That's a GCF, and, Josie, you got this one. What do you got, Max?
Minus 4, x minus 1.
X minus 4 times quantity x minus 1. What do you got, Delaney?
I've got 2x minus
2, and then
5.
x
Or you
minus
just, oh.
You gotta take that 2 out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and it should be 2x minus 5, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And then, what is that? Josie?
X plus 2, x minus 2?
That's correct. Okay, so now we can hack and slash this x minus 2 with this x minus 2. The 2's can cancel, you see that? This 2 and this 2. I think that's it, isn't it? So we get x minus 2 times quantity of 2x minus 5 over x minus 4 times x minus 1 times x plus 2. And that didn't simplify down like we'd liked it, but that's the way it is. Okay? Okay, so your assignment's page 472. Page 472, 13 through 36. It's not due till Monday, but we really want to get it done in the next couple days. Can you shut me down?